Hey there, I'm Taji, the teacher's teacher. So, you know what? I was just sitting here because I'm shooting a few videos for today, and I thought it was important for me to just introduce who I am, what I do, why am I here, and how did I get started. So, let's go. So, one of the things I just want to just be very clear. So, I have been teaching for almost 10 years now, and I've had the opportunity to matriculate into becoming a campus administrator. However, in the time that I've been a campus administrator, I've always ended up back in the classroom. And I'm going to tell you why, because education has a lot of ebbs and flow, right? And so there's staffing issues, and there's just so many challenges, especially in urban schools. And I've always taught in urban schools. And I just cannot not allow kids to have a quality teacher in front of them. And even though I've mastered that, if they did not have a teacher, I just stood in the gap. And so I'm here. So standing in the gap I want to say, is a part of my why. So the reason why I got into education, my mom used to always tell me that I used to go and get all of my snacks out of the cabinet. My mom's a single mom. And I would go leave daycare, get all the snacks, and I would take those snacks down to the playground right outside of our apartment. And I would gather all the kids around me, and I would teach them the lesson that I learned at daycare that day. And she said she would just be so frustrated because I couldn't get those snacks again for a whole nother month or so, because of income and her just trying to make ends meet. But then she also identified a gift. She saw that I was able to captivate an audience and just share what I've learned and share what was on my heart. And the kids listened. And so later on, my mom got married to my stepdad, and I left the neighborhood school in which all of my cousins, everybody went to, right? And so we moved on up like the Jeffersons, and I went to a school that was a predominantly white school in a suburban area. And I remember being in that school and just feeling so inadequate, right? And I remember at my old school where all my cousins and stuff were, I was gifted and talented. I was receiving all of these awards. And now at my new school, they were pretty much having conferences, and my teachers, who did not look like me, were pretty much saying that I was a class disruption, and that they were needing to put me into special education services. And there's nothing wrong with special education services. However, I instantly felt as an elementary kid, just the differences in the quality of education and how some of my cousins were receiving this type of education, and then some of my new peers were receiving completely different experiences. So fast forward, I ended up, of course she intervened, and we were able to, whatever the situation was, my mom ensured that she just wanted to close the gap. And so she worked with me. I remember I got hooked on phonics. I don't know if y'all remember that, but still the bee's knees, right? And she helped me with my reading. And fast forward, I've been able to go to a college, and I went to a historically black college, Texas Southern University. And I remember when we had a speaker at one of our events, and he said specifically, this is not your opportunity to just go and get the highest income and go and get a 6-bedroom home and this, that, and the other. But this is also your mandate to go back to your community, go back to where you grew up, and to inspire the people who were around you to do great things. And so I was very adamant to go back to the same district where I graduated from, and to go back and teach. And that's what I did. I went back to my home district in an urban setting and decided to teach. And I've been there since, right, when I came back from college. And so I've learned a lot, teaching, being an urban school teacher. And now I'm here, and I see that there's multiple deficits, and I see that there's so many challenges and so many new teachers who are getting into the field who just need a little help, need a little nudge. and a few best practices that can help them navigate the classroom. And so that's why I'm here. I'm Taji, the teacher's teacher, and I hope that you guys can continue to ride along on this journey and share this with every teacher that you know, because I know there's a lot of quality and purpose in this work. All right. Thank you guys for taking out the time to get to know me, and I hope that I can continue to be in your classroom.